If you're looking for an easy way to build your email list, or maybe you'd like to get to know your customers better, then I got something very cool for you today. It's called Quizmatic, which is a brand new product that allows you to create interactive quizzes and surveys. It's a very cool product. Honestly, I think this is the best there is right now for this price available. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Going to show you a full demo, going to show you all the things on the inside, how it works, etc. But before I do so, I want to mention that there is a link in the description of this video. It will redirect you to my website where you can find more information about Quizmatic, also about the pricing so that you can see exactly how much it costs and also the available upgrades. And one of the things that I want to mention with Quizmatic is that there's also an option to have fully white label here. This is the upgrade 4 here, which is Quizmatic white label, which allows you to run this on your own domain with your own logo. And I know that a lot of people asking for white label software. Well, Quizmatic is a white label software that allows you to run this fully white label on your own domain. Now, also, if you pick this up through my link, you're going to get my free upgrades. And this is a brand new free bonus upgrade that you're going to get from me, which allows you to run ads to your quizzes and surveys to build your list. This tool will find videos in your niche and you can advertise on these videos that will redirect the traffic to your quizzes so that you can start building your list and sell your products. And training is included. You're going to get more bonuses on this page here. You can see that. Simply scroll through it. And if you're interested, simply click on one of the buttons here on this page and decide to go to the sales page or to the special bundle deal page. All right, let's dive into this and let me show you exactly what Quizmatic is and how it works and what you can do with it. Now, right now I'm logged into the dashboard, and as you can see here at the left menu, this is where everything happens. So we got different workspaces. So what you can do with this tool is you can run surveys and quizzes for your clients, which you can all store inside of a workspace. So you can see a workspace as a client. So you create a workspace with all different kinds of quizzes inside of that workspace. And then you got your campaigns, which are being stored inside of your workspace. Now we got integrations, analytics, etc. What we're going to do is I'm going to click on my workspace, and here you can see the different workspaces that I have created inside of Quizmatic. Now, as you can see, those are different clients. Yinko Solar, this is another client. OmniLive is a client. Cardoma and Tim's workspace. So this is my workspace. And here, when you click on this, my campaigns, you can see here my campaigns, you will see all the surveys and quizzes that are stored inside of your account. So this is my campaign. As you can see, I created 4 campaigns and it works really, really simple. Now, the cool thing about Quizmatic is that you can create quizzes with different outcomes. So if people fill out your quiz a certain way, they get an outcome. But if they fill it out another with other answers, they're going to get another outcome, another landing page. So I think the best thing to do is to just show you. So when I click on here, create new campaign, I can create a new campaign. I'm going to give this a name. So I'm going to call this review campaign. And now I'm going to proceed, and here I can choose from the templates that come with Quizmatic. Now, if you have the upgrades, you get more templates, etc. But as you can see here, you can start with a blank template, a diagnostic quiz, a BuzzFeed quiz, a true-false quiz, IQ trivia knowledge quiz, a personality quiz, assessment quiz, a matching quiz, and here you have done for you quizzes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to show you a few examples so that you can see the possibilities with Quizmatic. As you can see here, there are a lot on the inside here. I have the pro account right now, but let's just open one quiz. So let's say I'm going to do this BuzzFeed quiz in here. I can preview this, and now it will open this quiz for me. Now, this is a quiz that you can create. So having an online presence is key towards growth in this age. Let's find out which online business is the right one for you. So here you start answering questions. Let me see if I can zoom in so that you can see it better. So what are your skills? Well, my skill is marketing, for example. Who influences you the most? Now, let's say my teacher, my tutor. And then, are you planning to run your online business for a long time? Yes, of course. And then what kind of person are you? Introvert, extrovert, bit of both? Okay, I'm a bit of both. So what you're going to do is you're going to run through all these questions. I'm going to do this quickly. As you can see, there are all different kind of questions in here. I'm going to click next, and then next, and then next. And based on these answers, I can fill out my email address. So I'm going to fill this out. And now when I click next, look at this. So thank you. The email address is already associated with this campaign. So I'm going to pause the video and come back to you. Okay, so I'm back. I filled out the questions again because I already used my email address. So now I'm using another email address, and look what happens. I filled out the questions, and this is the answer here, invalid email address. Okay, now I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. Next, there's no plus allowed. Okay, online selling. So you're best suited for starting up your own online business. You have a creative mind, and you are sure about which niche would lead you to success. So this answer is based on the questions that I filled out. Now, if I would have chosen different answers to the questions, I would have a different outcome. And that's the cool thing about Quizmatic. You can create those quizzes with different outcomes. So let's say we have a yes and no. There should also be yes. Let me see here where that campaign is. Oh, I need to create that myself, a true false here. Maybe there's here another one. Let me search quickly. True, false. So this is a true, false campaign. Let me show you this one as well. So read these interesting statements and find out how many of them are true. So this is a different one. The Pan American Highway in the USA is world's longest highway. Let's say true. And then here, Transylvania is a historical region located in central Romania. True. So this is true, false. And also here you get a specific outcome. Now let me show you how you can create these campaigns. So let's take an example, the BuzzFeed campaign here. Let's use this as a template so they can show you the logic inside of these campaigns. So here you can see the questions that we just saw. What are your skills? Who influences you the most? Are you planning to run your online business for a long time? What kind of person are you? So here you can see all these questions. And if you'd like to add extra questions, you can use them here from the left side. So here at the left side are the different question types that you can use inside of your quizzes. So you could do single choices, multiple choices, true, false, text areas, video choice, a drop down, a single choice. Or maybe you want to use input elements like a comment box if they need to fill out a comment. So you can not only use this to do quizzes, you can also use this to create surveys where people can fill out their own information with no good or false questions. A calendar, they can fill out their website, a number, a single text box. You could add opt-in elements like the first name, email address, phone number, last name. Or maybe you want to do rating elements like a rating scale where they can rate your service from 0 to 10. So I'm going to show you a few of these elements later. But let's say I want to do a rating here. Let's do it now. Let's say I want to do a rating scale. And this is how this will look like. And you can change everything inside of a service, so the background, etc. You can change that. So right now it's that easy. How we've added our survey or the extra question to our survey here. Please enter your email address to know the result. Let me see, where was that question, or did I not add it? I didn't press save, but that's how easy you add those questions. Now, one of the cool things that I like to show you inside of Quizmatic are those two. We can set logic and we can set the result page mapping. Now, let me show you the result page mapping, because inside of the result page mapping, you can decide the correct answers for the outcome. So we have different kind of landing pages, result pages. I hope you're still following me. But when somebody fills out a poll or a question or a quiz, they get different result pages. Remember what I said? If you fill out question A and use question A, you set B is the answer. But if you fill out A is an answer, then with A, you're going to get the result page 1, online selling. But if you did B, you will see that you're a blogger or maybe you're a podcaster. So these are the result pages, 3 different pages here with online seller. You're an online seller, you're an online blogger, or you're a podcaster. Now, you can decide with each question here. So this question, for example, you say, okay, if they fill out this answer, then they're an online selling person. And if they fill out communication skills, then they are a blogger. And if they fill out here personal relations, then redirect them to the podcasting. Now, as you can see here, this builds up a score. So if somebody filled out a software development, they will be an online seller, for example. Now, the second question, you can do exactly the same. So for example, if they fill out your idol, then they will be redirected to the result page of online selling. Remember those selling pages here, the result pages, those pages here? That's what you are specifying in here. So if they said family and teacher, then the outcome will be that they become a blogger here, this blogger here. So let's say they answer here 10 questions. So they filled out 10 questions. What Quizmatic is going to do, it's going to take the average of each question. It's going to look at each question and the outcome. And then where the user has created the most points, that will be the result page in here that they will see at the end. So this way you can target really good what kind of person it is. Now let me show you another example. Let me come back to you with another example. Okay, so here's another example. This is an internet marketing based questionnaire. Let's start now. Let me help you. Okay.
What do you need help with most right now?
As you could hear, there was also a text-to-speech here. What do you need most?
What do you need help with most right now?
So that's also possible. I'm going to show you that in a second. But let's go to this questionnaire. So here it says, I'd like to create my own product. So what do you need help with most right now? So I want to create my own product. Let's go to the next page. Which learning method would you prefer? A live training webinar. Okay, how long could you attend the webinar for and give it your full attention? Okay, 1 hour. Next. And considering the outcome this could have for your business, how much would you be willing to pay to attend this live training webinar? Okay, this is my live training. Okay, cool. Great. We have a webinar starting in a few days covering this topic. You can join below. We're charging $97. So this was one of the outcomes that we just saw. But let's say I'm going to do some totally different in here. I'm going to fill out different answers. So in this case,
what do you need help with most right now?
I'm going to do hiring outsources in here. And I want to do a personal coaching for me. Now look at this. Now suddenly the questions are changing because now I filled out something about coaching. And now I can say, okay, it's between $1,000 and $2,000. That's my budget. Or my budget is between $2,000 and $3,000. Or maybe no budget. You know, you can redirect them to something else. If they don't have budget, they're probably not interesting for you. But let's say I have $3,000 investment to spend. Look at this. Great. Sounds like we should talk. Please book a call using the calendar below. Now this is not included. It's powered by Calendly. But as you could see, I filled out the same survey twice, but with a different outcome because now I can do a booking. And in the previous one, I could visit a webinar. And that's really the power of this Quizmatic here, that you can create the outcome. Now, how can you do that? That's the other part. So you can set logic in here. So when I click set logic, I can set logic for each and every question. So when I click here on add new logic, I can say for this specific question, software question, for example, I can say if people fill out software development in here, I want to redirect them directly. I want to skip all those questions and I want to go to, can you handle stress? I want to go directly to this question. And boom, now I've built in logic automatically. And you can build multiple logics. So if I want to add another logic as well, and if they do personal relationships, for example, then I want to redirect them to the third question, for example. And I'm going to hit save. Okay, I need to give this a name. So personal, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to hit save. And now I've created two specific rules for the first question. So if they fill out the first answer, they go to the seventh question, for example. If they fill out, You get the idea, right? So you can set logic for each question, and that's very powerful because this way you can redirect a user that fills out your form to the exact offer that you have. If you have a webinar for them or the right product, you know, if they're in marketing, you can give them a marketing product. But if they want to know something about affiliate marketing, you can give them an affiliate marketing offer at the thank you page. And that makes Quizmatic very, very powerful. And that's what I really like. Now you can duplicate questions in here, clone questions. You could add sub questions as well inside of a question. And for each question here, so when I go to edit question, you can modify everything. So what are your skills in here? That's what you're seeing right here on the left side. You could do a description. So you could do anything in here if you want to explain what they need to answer. The answer choices. So if you like to add more choices, you can do that in here as well. You can click on this plus button. You can do image options. So instead of text options, you can say, okay, I want to have this to be image options. And when I zoom out, there will be 4 in the screen when the actual survey is there, as you can see. Let me go switch back to questions. You could do an image or a video here. When I enable this, there will be a video on top that they can see first. You can make this question mandatory here. And here's the text to speech. You can enable this, and then when they land on this page, they will automatically hear the question, and then you can update this question. Now, like I said, you can also change the background, etc., and that's being done inside of, I think, the welcome page in here that you can create. So right now it's a computer background, but you can also do a color background, or if you like to here, you can choose any kind of image here from an image library. You could use your own uploads here. So let's say I want to use this. I can select this. You can use Unsplash or Pexels. Let's say I want to use this image in here. I can simply insert this and look how beautiful this looks like. So you can create this landing page to your own needs. You can even see the source code and edit source code. You can change the box setting in here. You can enable or disable this box and change the color of this box. You can change the text color, etc. The overlay settings, if you like to have an overlay, yes or no. The opt-in settings, an opt-in form, if you like to have an opt-in form on this page. The button style settings, so if you like to create another background for this button, you can change that in here. Just whatever you prefer. As you can see, lots of possibilities. And as you can see here, it's in a very advanced platform. You click on update and your quiz has been updated. Now, then we're not done yet. And this is just one example of the many quizzes and surveys that you can run. You saw all the templates, right? So when I go back to my workspaces here, we only visited my workspace here, Tim's workspace. But when you open a workspace here, when I go to my campaigns, you can also switch here between other workspaces. Do you see this? How easily you can switch between customers' workspace. So when I go to Cardoma here, you will see that I have different quizzes inside of this workspace. So you can switch between those workspaces. You can even import campaigns if you have the exported files. And then for each campaign here, you also have actions. So you could do campaign settings for this specific survey. Now look at these settings, and this is all included. There's so many possibilities here. You could do a progress bar. You can enable that or disable that. At the top or the bottom, you can change the color of the progress bar. You can even do a leaderboard here. So enable this to set the leaderboard so that people can really see if they're first or if they're the best at your survey. You could do a campaign logo, phone numbers, country codes, right to left mode, required asterisks, yes or no, upload your favicon. And then that's just the first page. Then we got navigation settings in here. If you'd like to have arrows, yes or no. Change everything here, the colors of it, the start over button. Do you want to enable a start over button or disable previous buttons? You could do IP blocking. You could even schedule your quizzes. You could do country restriction settings. You could set a timer even for your quizzes. List connections. So you could connect here to other not even sure what it. I thought this was email list, but this is even, you can connect this to other questions. Email-based settings. So this is cool. So you can invite your list, and only the people that are invited, the email addresses that are invited, will be able to join this quiz. You could do quota settings, so you can fill out this quiz for 20 times only. User consent here. Webhook setting, you can send all the information to a webhook. And even if you want to do this in a different language, you can do that as well for each specific survey. You can translate this to your own language. Now, one of the cool things that I didn't show you here is at the end, they will be able to share their results on Facebook or Twitter. Now, you've probably seen this on Facebook where people share their score and say, hey, my score is this. Hey, I'm a teacher. Or hey, my outcome is this. I'm good at A, or I'm good at B. So when people share this, when you tweet this, people will share this for you for free. And other people will also start doing your quizzes because they want to know if they're a teacher, if they are a marketer, or whatever survey you have. So that's the next thing. All the actions inside of a campaign here. So this is only your campaign settings. Now there's even more. There are email notifications, and I can go on and on. I'm already recording for 20 minutes right now just to show you the simple things of this product. Here, hey there, congratulations, you're now registered for campaign name. We wish you all the very best. Admin notifications in here, bulk notifications, result notifications. You can send that by email. And as you can see, that's the second. You can connect autoresponders. You can clone your campaigns. Facebook share, your custom script, you can add that. I guess when I click on custom script, you can add your pixels here, your retargeting pixels. So if you're running ads, you can add pixels to your page. Oh, shoot, I'm opening my campaign. I could import that. What do we have more? Analytics for each specific campaign. So you can see exactly here, and that's what you see at the left side. You can simply select your campaign in here. So I've created multiple campaigns. And when you create a campaign and people fill out the answers, you can see how many people filled out software development or how many marketing. So you can really see the answers of everyone that filled out your surveys, your Quizmatic. So if you want to know your clients better, and you say, hey, what kind of emails would you like to get about marketing, about email marketing, about blogging, about affiliate marketing? You can see exactly the answers, the most answers that you're going to get from these questions inside of your analytics in here. So as you can see, that's very powerful. Complete overview. You can export this raw data, export all email addresses in this data, export selected question with email address, etc. You can simply select the campaign that you want to see here. Let me go back to the campaigns here. What do we have more? You can export this campaign, so you can also export this to other accounts. So you can create this for clients. You can sell this if you have the white label version, and then you can export a campaign so they can import it inside of their own account, etc. That's all possible here. So let me go back here to my workspaces. Let me see what we have more. So inside of a workspace, so what I just showed you were the quizzes, the surveys, etc. But you can also set your campaign settings. Look at this. When you go to your CNAME, you can even run this on your own domain. If you like to have those surveys not on the Quizmatic domain, but on your own domain, you're able to do that as well, or on your client's domain. You simply do a CNAME URL in here, and then you can run these surveys on your own domain. So for each workspace, so let's say this is a workspace, and for each survey, you can do that as well. Integrations here for each survey. So here we're landed on the integration settings. You can integrate all these platforms: Aweber, ActiveCampaign, SendLane, GetResponse, MailChimp, SendReach, Let's Mail, Global Control Center, SendGrid, MailerLite, Sendeo, Sendinblue, MailVio, iContact, Infusionsoft, webinar integration, GoToWebinar, MeetVio, other integrations, SMTP, Uzyme. Everything is included, as you can see. Inside of the subscribers part here, you can see the subscribers for each quiz or survey that you have created. You can download them. Your reports, I think these will be created over time so that you get multiple reports. I haven't checked this out because there's nothing to see here, but probably you need to have your account longer while surveys are running. You're going to get these reports. And team members also, you can create team members inside of Quizmatic as well. So that your team members can create and run quizzes themselves as well. And that's basically in a very quick overview, which is not quick, which is actually already 25 minutes. But I hope that this gives you a good idea of the possibilities inside of Quizmatic. Let me show you one more thing inside a campaign, because that's one thing that I didn't really show you, is how you can add more questions. So that works really simple. So this is a quiz here. If I want to add more questions, I can simply click on the questions here. This is single choice, A, B here, and I can change this. So let's say I want to change the choice. Let's say, which color do you like? Green here. And I'm going to do yellow. And when you click the plus button, you can add more. You can say, I want to add red. And then in the question type, I can say, what color do you like? Question mark. And I'm going to hit save, and boom, I've added my question to the survey here. As you can see here, what color do you like? So we can do a multiple choice. So they can fill out multiple answers here. This is a multiple choice. You could do the true false. We already seen that. What about a drop down here, a drop down menu, an option here where you can create different drops down. So here, please select an option, answer choices, option 1, and then option 2, and then option 3. So I don't think I can show this on this field because it's already dropped down, and that's because you can see it, but you can create a drop down where people can choose from here. Input elements. So if you like to have a comment box where people can fill out here this information, I like to know more about blah, blah, blah. You can even use this as a contact form, right? On your website, because that's what I haven't showed you yet. And let me show you that. So this is how you add all these elements. When you go to your campaign, because this is a very important thing here, is when you want to run your campaign. So let's open my workspace in here. So as you can see, this is very advanced stuff for a very cheap price. Let's say I want to launch this campaign here. Let me see what I wanted to do here. Yes, when you click on launch campaign here, when you click on this, you have the option here to use this URL. So you can visit this. When I click this, it will open the survey, the quiz for me. But there are more options here. Launch as a pop-up. So when you add this code to your website, it will launch when you add this as a pop-up when people exit your website, or maybe unload when they visit your website in 2 seconds, or maybe when they click on something on your website, this survey will pop up. Or maybe you want to launch this as a widget, and this is a very cool option. Let me show you this. When I copy this script in here, and let me go to this website here. It's called Online HTML Editor. That's where I always try codes. When I paste this in here, look what appears here at the right bottom here. It says take quiz. When I click on this, boom, look what happens. Now the quiz appears at the right bottom of your website. So it's a very tiny thing in here, which says take the quiz, and you can change this, what's in here. But now we can go through the quiz here. Yes, you see that? I can simply go through the quiz inside of a small window like this. And that's also how you can share it as a widget. And of course, you can also embed this on your website. Simply take this code, and then you can go to your website, put it as an HTML block in your website, and boom, there it is. You can add this to any page on your WordPress or on your page builder, your Groove pages, your ClickFunnels, whatever you have, you can embed this as well. And here is another one. You can even create QR codes as well that will look like this. Looks pretty cool, right? That you can share where people can fill out your quizzes. When they scan that with your phone, they can do that. All right, and I think this is enough. We're gonna round this up. We're gonna finish this. If you're interested, make sure again, check out the link in the description of this page. where you can see everything, the pricing, etc. Let me see where I can find it here. Yeah, this was the website. So it starts for a price here of $27 to $37, depending if you have the personal or the commercial version. And it allows you to create 100 workspaces, 1,000 campaigns, point logic, result logic that I showed you, that you can redirect them to other questions as well. You can also get the Pro version here, which gives you everything unlimited, additional 10 templates, advanced list segmentation, quiz quota, a lot more. Simply go through this. You can read this yourself. There's an agency version for $77. There is a Quizmatic done for you for $77, which gives you 50 done for you quizzes, which you can use to share on social media, etc. And here's the white label version, which allows you to sell 50 white label or maybe 100 white label licenses on your own domain with your own logo, etc. You can rebrand it as your own product. Very cool. And of course, if you like to get this white label or you like to get some of the upgrades, I always recommend you to get this bundle deal where you get the front end plus all the upgrades for a discounted price. Make sure you use bundle 50 off to get everything for $50 discount as well. And that's my review about Quizmatic. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done yet. I do a lot of product reviews like this. So yeah, hit that notification bell if you want to get notified. And also, please hit that like button so that it will help me to get this video on top of YouTube as well. And thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in my next review videos. Talk soon. Cheers.